You know, I could kill him. And if we hadn't got through customs...
Oh, don't.
See, we could be in a police cell with a big jail sentence hanging over our heads.
What if we'd have got caught in Tenerife? We wouldn't even be back.
I knew there was something dodgy as soon as he bought me that suitcase.
Why, though, when he's a mate? That's what I can't understand, the way he's just used us.
Because he's scum, love. You know, this wouldn't have even happened if you'd have just listened to me.
What?
I told you to get rid of him last week.
You're the one that wanted to go on flaming holiday. I wouldn't have gone in a million years.
Well, then why were you a little bit firmer with me? Look, at least we got away with it, yeah?
We hope. What if he tells his friends? What if they come looking for me? Someone's going to want that coke, aren't they? This ain't over by a long shot, I'm telling you.
Hey up, wet the bed or something?
You cheeky pillock.
Well, it's not often I see you up at this time in the morning.
Well, I've got a job.
You have?
Where?
Oh, come on.
Cuba.
No, that new place that's just opened. Well, what are you doing going at this time?
Well, you know, we go for coffee first, chill out, watch the talent walk by, and start work about 10.
Nice one, Jace.
You said it.
Oh, Mr. Vikram. Back off our little jaunt, are we? Hmm?
I need some help.
Well, how much help this time, Vic? 2 grand? 3?
No, I'm in trouble.
Well, no wonder if you'd just blown the money I gave you on a holiday.
I didn't. I gave it to Steve.
Oh, sure.
We'll go and ask him if you don't believe me.
All right. So how did you pay for the trip, then, huh? No, don't tell me. What, a little win on the GGs? Well, instead of paying me back the money you owe me, no. You swan off to the Canaries with your friends.
David, this is the last time I ask you for anything, I swear.
I am sick of your promises.
I mean it.
Look at yourself, Vic. You're falling to pieces. You're filthy. You're scruffy.
Yeah, that's because I can't go back to the flat because there's people after me.
How much do you owe?
You don't want to know.
Look, how much do you owe?
Look, all I'm asking you for is the price of a one-way ticket to Mumbai.
Come here, mate. You're a funny guy, Vic, you know? You're a funny guy. Listen, how do I know this isn't another lie?
You don't.
Right, so what good will running away do?
Well, it might just save my life.
Well, lending you money's done you no good in the past.
Look, Dev, I haven't got much time here. Are you going to help me or no?
Yeah, if you hadn't spent the past 2 months messing up. If you didn't keep lying, if I could believe a single word that you say.
Fine. Then don't.
Look, I'm sorry I told earlier, all right? It's just I thought I could trust her.
We can't trust anyone. You should know that.
You know, it's all done now, innit? Let's just book us ideas up, shall we? Been through worse than this before.
It's not going to work here, is it?
We've got to make it work, haven't we? But you better tell them about the wallet, haven't you?
So they know what lie to tell, you mean?
It was your wallet.
When you think fine, you mightn't necessarily...
Listen, you two, before you hear it from anybody else, I've been sacked.
Oh, what for?
Was it because of that mugging?
Kevin found me wallet. It had my old union card in it with our old name in it. He thought a customer had dropped it. I said it was mine, but I couldn't explain why, and he thought I'd nicked it.
So we're thieves, are we now?
It'll be me they'll be calling it, not you.
It'll be all of us.
Yeah, well, if they do, just keep
Keep it buttoned, we know. Don't say out there clear as name like the truth.
Katie.
You know what the score is.
Yeah. We'll take it all lying down, Dad, just for you. Come on.
Who are those two guys outside?
What guys?
The two you were hiding from in the caf.
Sorry, has this got anything to do with you?
Cab company has. Yeah. Well, you think that Vic got the £3 grand he gave you out of what, thin air?
Well, you gave him that.
I've got an investment in this place. Know what's going on?
Well, you better ask Vic that.
Look, Steve, you're going to tell me or do I go to the police?
No, don't do that. Take it you're not spoke to Vic, then?
Oh, yeah. He tells me he owes money and there's people after him. That's all he tells me.
So he didn't tell you that he stashed a load of coke in my wife's bag on the way back from Tenerife? And didn't even tell us about it? Like he didn't tell Maria when he did the same thing to her? You see, that's what all these little holidays have been about, Dev.
Steve, now tell me you're joking.
You're never going to see Vic round here again, I can tell you that.
And that's what these people want?
Well, I've never met them before, but I expect so, yes.
Well, he's done the stupid thing. Why doesn't he just give them it back?
Because I put the cocaine in the canal.
You what?
Dev, I know you think I'm a lowlife, but I don't stoop as low as your cousin. And on top of all that, I don't want to go back to prison, which is exactly where he's going to end up. If his little friends don't get to him first, of course.
And that lot's for Denton's. I know why you've been away.
And then you go and spend all the profit.
What? Oh, no, that was an extra 50 quid for the party, mate.
Yeah, you're good at spending other people's money, aren't you?
Oh, come on, Mike. They deserve that. I mean, they've been working their backsides off.
Didn't seem like that earlier.
I haven't forged any of these invoices, you know.
All the same,
And I've been working on this deal with Fletcher.
Oh, that, yeah. How's it going?
Well, I've got a meeting with him at dinner time and should have it boxed off by, what, 3 o'clock?
You sure you can handle this on your own?
Come on, what'd you take us for?
Setting up a deal is one thing. Closing it is something else.
Do you know something? If I wasn't in such a good mood, you and I might fall out over this.
Then you better make sure you don't mess it up. Otherwise, we still might.
Got your message?
Well, no wonder you were lying low. Why didn't you tell me?
About what?
Look, I know about the drugs. I know about the suitcase. I know about Maria.
Steve.
What the hell do you think you were doing? Do you have any idea what happens to people that get caught with that?
I was desperate.
You were desperate? You can say that again. But, Vic, this isn't just about you. What about the family name if this got out?
Family name? I don't need
Yeah, you
this.
think I do?
Spare me the lecture, Dev! You shaft people in business, you sleep around!
Yeah, but I would never use anyone like you did. And with drugs, now that's about as low as you can get. Now, I have seen the people after you. You know, part of me thinks that you should get what you deserve.
Yeah, well, your wish will be granted if I don't get out of here fast.
Sit down. Now, maybe you should stay. Right? Get on top of this once and for all.
Oh, and end up like Steve after Jez Quigley finished with him.
Right, so what do you want me to do? Get my checkbook out and then they just, what, bail you out again?
I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. Especially after what I've done. If it's any consolation to you, nobody hates me more right now than I hate myself. I just want out of here. I want a fresh start.
No more lies, Vic.
I swear.
Well, I'm not going to give you any more cash. No, I don't trust you enough for that. But I'll tell you what I will do.
Now, are you sure you want to do this?
Well, I can't go on like this, Archie, not being able to see my daughter and my grandchildren.
But you can't just walk back into their lives after what's happened.
I don't expect to.
There's a lot of mending to do there.
Yes, she'll probably slam the door in my face, but at least I've got to try.
Then there's Richard Hillman.
Well, I'm not spending the rest of my life hidden away from my family because of him.
You could be playing a dangerous game there.
Archie, it's a risk I've got to take.
Well, if we're engaged, we should have an engagement party, shouldn't we?
No stopping you once you get going, is there?
Hey, no, come on, love, I'm serious.
Well, it sounds fab to me. When were you thinking?
I don't know, next week before Christmas. Well,
Oh, that sounds great. I don't know what Fred will say, though. You know, being so close to Christmas.
well, ask him.
Well, I knew he had gambling debts. I didn't realise they were that bad.
And what it means is that I'll be running streetcars on my own, so I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, well, it's fine by me, because I'm happy to work whenever I can right now.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll make it worth your while. Only keep it to yourself, because I'm going to tell the drivers, but...
Hey, mum's the world.
Patrick,
See, Steve's back then.
Yeah.
That's my job, I suppose. He only took me on for cover while him and Vic were away.
Well, look, I wouldn't get too down in the mouth.
No?
No, folk who get their foot in the door here have a habit of staying, so I'd stick around if I were you.
Hi. What do you want? To say sorry, to make up. Just like that? Well, no, I expect it's going to take time, but I know I've done and I've said a lot of mad and crazy things in the last months, and I realise now I was wrong, so I want to make amends. What's brought this on? Well, I've been away, as you know, so I've had time to think, calm down, come to my senses. Why should I believe you? Made it hard for myself, I know that. Do you know the damage you've caused? What would you rather I do? Hide my head in shame and never speak to you again? Got to start somewhere. Look, I'll go away if you like, give you time to think. It's all a bit sudden, this. All right. Come in.
Cash on you?
20 quid.
There's another 50.
Dave, look, you paid for everything already. You know, the ticket.
Yeah, fine. Listen, take a cab at the other end and go straight to your dad's, okay? And don't you tell him anything about any of this.
Yeah, like I would.
Just 10 streetcars didn't work out. You need to take stock for a while. Okay, which you do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And this really is the last time I'm going to help you out of anything, and I mean that. Right. You better go.
Yeah.
It's a safe journey.
Well, thanks again, Dev.
Take care of yourself, yeah? Now, you've got a second chance to make good out there, Vic, and don't you waste it, okay? Don't you waste it.
I suppose the kids were upset, were they? After the last time. What do you expect? Oh, I'll never forgive myself for that, actually. Don't know what I was thinking. Seemed pretty clear at the time. No, you know what I mean.
Only me. Audrey.
Mum says she's here to apologise.
I see.
Don't know where to begin, really. I mean, with all the things I've said and done that have hurt and embarrassed everybody. I suppose the only thing I can say is sorry. Especially to you, Richard.
So, why did you say those things?
Well, the truth is, I now realise, like you said all along, I wasn't well. What do you mean? Well, I say wasn't. Still ongoing.
So what are you saying, Audrey?
You know I was going to have those tests with the specialist? Yeah. Well, I got the results yesterday. Don't make very good reading.
Oh, what's your purses, girls?
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Can I get anyone a drink?
Has Tommy found another wallet?
I'm fine, thanks, Angela. Yeah, I think I'll buy my own, thanks.
Me and all.
You shouldn't be so hard on her.
You are?
You know what it's like to be wrongly accused, that lottery ticket business.
Do you know something we don't?
No, I just think we should give her a chance, that's all.
Hayley, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You are too soft for your own good sometimes.
And you sure you can meet these dates?
Oh, absolutely positive. I'll have the girls working weekends if I have to. No, seriously, though, you've got my word on that.
And we've got price per unit, fabric, designs. Yep, I think that looks all right.
Mr. Fletcher, I presume? Mike Baldwin.
All right, Stuart. Nice to meet you.
And you, Stuart. My assistant looking after you properly.
He's doing very well.
I was going to handle it myself, but I had to go away.
Anyone nice?
Little property deal in Spain.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it was. Joe, go and get us a drink, will you? I'll have a large scotch. Whatever Stuart wants.
Just a tomato juice, thanks.
Want to keep your wits about you, eh? I can see you're going to be a hard man to bargain with.
So what did the test show?
Well, they've still got more to do, so I don't think they've got a name for it.
But they found something.
Apparently, my brain isn't firing the way it should. I mean, I said, was it Alzheimer's?
And what did they say?
Oh, Gail, they use fancy words I never even heard of. But there are other conditions that are similar, apparently, so it could be one of those.
So what does it mean?
Well, it probably will get worse in time, but how fast depends.
On what?
Oh, on a lot of things. I don't think they really know themselves, Gail.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Oh, come on. It's not all doom and gloom. I mean, look, I feel fine now, and I might not have another turn for ages.
So you're okay to go to work?
Oh, yes, yes, as long as I take it steady. I mean, they'll probably put me on some medication at some point. I mean, when they've more idea about it, you know.
I don't know what to say.
Well, it has been a nightmare, hasn't it? At least now I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. At least I will do if I can sort things out between us.
Well, it certainly puts a different perspective on things.
Smash it.
Is that it?
Yep, done and dusted.
So, I'll get the first consignment...
3rd of February.
I look forward to it.
Right, well, you have a nice Christmas.
And you?
You got my number? Any problems?
I'm sure it'll be just fine. Nice working with you, Joe.
Yeah, and you, all the best.
Take care.
See you then, Stu. Well, that seemed to go okay.
Yeah, only just, Mike, because, I mean, you know, I was losing it till you turned up.
No, I thought you were doing all right.
Yeah, of course I was doing all right. I had it in the bag. Why'd you have to go muscle in?
My business, my money.
And was there anything wrong with the contract?
That's not the point.
Why'd you employ me if you don't trust me, This is all because of that Naveen business, innit? Mike, when are you going to let that go?
It's got nothing to do with that. It's my business. I run it how I like. You either take it or leave it.
How are the children?
They're fine.
Do you know, you were very good with them that day I lost it, Richard.
Was I?
Yes, I remember you coped so well, took charge. In fact, you coped really well the whole time I was peculiar, actually.
Don't let that calm exterior fool you. He was very upset during it.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
Well, we all were, weren't we?
As long as the children haven't been too affected. Oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing them.
Well, I don't think we should rush into that, Mum.
No?
Well, they were affected by it at the time. They might need to get used to the idea.
Yeah, I suppose so.
In fact, I might need time myself. I mean, I'm glad you're feeling better, but...
Oh, come on. Whatever makes you comfortable, Gail, my love. Just remember, it was me that was in the wrong.
Let's just see how things go, eh?
What?
Well, I just thought you'd like to know. Vic's on a plane to Mumbai as we speak.
Oh, well, good riddance is all I can say. Hope he never comes back.
Which leaves the question of the £3 I lent him.
Sorry, lent?
Lent. When do I get it back?
You'll have to ask him.
Oh, nice try.
It's got nothing to do with me.
Steve, there was a black hole in your accounts which is no longer there because of me. Now, I don't want it back today, but I want it back sometime.
We'll have to wait.
Right, so in the meantime, I'll look at your books.
What?
Might give me an idea of how long I'll have to wait.
No way.
I've lost serious money because of bad practice in your company.
It was your cousin fiddled the books.
Yeah, and if you'd listened to my warnings about him, this might never have happened. So either I look at the books or I take my money now. You choose.
Thinking about my mum today.
What about her?
Just be nice to talk to her once in a while.
They are getting you out of time, aren't they? That's why you want to talk to her, isn't it?
Well, it's just being cut off from your friends and family. A lot like we are. Isn't it getting to you and all?
Do you think you can still make it work?
We can't go on running.
Well, maybe if we didn't keep things from one another.
Yeah, well, both need to take that on board, don't we?
So where was you this dinner time?
What? We went to Cuba to get a free drink out with you.
Well, what time do you come?
About 1 o'clock.
So, where was you? I must have been out back doing delivery.
Oh, yeah? Well, why did the bloke behind the bar say he'd never heard of you?
To get rid of you, probably. You can't just have mates in, you know.
Oh,
What did Fred say?
well, at first he said no, you know, with it being so close to Christmas.
Yeah, and then?
And then I used my feminine charms.
Did you? And?
And he still said no.
Oh, so can't do it then?
Well, he said we'd be taking half his custom away on one of the busiest nights of the year.
Well, no, I suppose we would. I
Now,
don't think of that.
so I said...
Ah, you said I knew you'd think of something.
So I said, why don't we have the party here instead of the flat? And that way you wouldn't lose out on the money.
Brilliant.
Especially if you put the food on. Well, at this point, I saw pound signs flashing in his eyes.
You're a genius, Shell, do you know that?
And he agreed. Oh.
What's this 402 quid here?
Well, it's a direct debit he's set up. Thank you very much, Vikram.
Well, MJP, who are they?
Well, I don't know. You'll have to ask him, won't you? Well, it only kicked in this month by the look of things, so I'll phone first thing in the morning, cancel it, unless it's kosher.
Anything else look dodgy?
No, everything else looks fine, amazingly.
Right, well, if it's just the 400 quid that he's took out, we're all right. It's not going to bankrupt us, is it?
And these are all your accounts?
Yeah, all the ones with cash flow.
Excuse me, what does that mean?
Well, we have a tax account. We put money away every month and we get to pay the tax at the end of the year.
Right, so where are the statements for that?
Well, I don't know. Vic usually sorts all that out.
Right, so how much is in there?
Well, I don't know. About £8.5 last time I looked. Tell a lie, £10,037.
Well, where's it gone?
He's cleaned us out, hasn't he? He's been dipping in it for months. That was our tax bill for the end of January.
Let me see this.
10 flaming grand. We're finished.